BMT. Slightly push it outside and squeeze this part, because whenever you have this fold, the mesh will squeeze that, because of that fold, the cloth fabric will squeeze. So add all those folds. This is not like all the parts are remaining still. And 9, quick save. Quick check what else we have. So like add all these details and make sure like it looks like fold looks natural, and you can add those things very easily. So today, what I'll do, like my face is not still fine, just basic blocked out. It's not like finished. So what I'll do, because my body doesn't need that much of poly count, but face will need a lot of poly count to get those details properly. So what I'll do is I'll select my head like this, or sorry, my mistake. Body, I select the body, then I'll go to like control masking option and change this to lasso tool. Control, this brush will become mask pen, and this was by default is free hand. I'll change it to lasso. So lasso is like exactly like Photoshop lasso. I select the neck, entire head till the neck area and mask it. And I'll see ki, it masks all the hidden area. Here I can see it masked all those non-hidden area as well. So I'll just freehand minus minus. So non-hidden area, undo. So I have this area masked. So what I'll do, because head usually for detailing, because head is more a most important part of any character, so it needs more poly count and more detail. So my body already have different poly groups. If I show you, shift a different. If you see your torso, neck, shoulder, everything have a separate poly group. But I don't want to mess up my poly group, and but I want to keep my head separate and increase my poly count. So how to do that? For that, what I'll do, I'll just mask it, then I'll go to split. There you can see, okay, yeah, because this split thing doesn't work with subdivision, and in Dynamics I have subdivided yes, last class. So I just simply deleted that subdivision, and now I can see my split unmasked split masked point activates. So split unmasked part, so this head part I want to split unmasked. Click on this, because this is a quite a bit of poly count. It will take some time. So now you can see your head is separate from your body. Okay. Okay, what is happening? Yeah, now it's selected. I don't know, it was taking a lot of time. So now my head is separate. So I can just simply you can see all these poly groups and everything is there, but still because of this dynamesh, my head like sculpting is bit difficult. So what I'll do, I'll go to geometry. There's the option Z remeasure. Z remeasure, and then I'll go to brush. There's the option Z remeasure, Z remeasure guide. It basically, with this you can specify, and you can specify the like guides, like how it should create the loops, because you can see in this model there are lots of pinch here and there and it's not perfect. So to create that, what I'll do, make sure you use a really small small brush, and you can use symmetry, create the center line, create center line. This outer lip should be a loop, upper lip to lower lip, it should be a loop. Okay, what happened? Huh. I can isolate this section, so my it become light. You can see this guide snaps on the surface perfectly. So I just define those areas. Nostril should be a round hole. Then like one loop should follow from nose to lower jaw. Like this is according to rigging. This is like for animation friendly, you should have this kind of loops. Then I try to like align it with the eye like edges, as perfect as possible. One line, two loops. This is like we can see a little bit uneven, still fine, because when this thing will create this, it will automatically smooth it out. Three line, oh sorry, undo this outer. Then one line from forehead to your chin, and this line should follow like this. So these are like basic guidelines, like how you want to create all these loops and all. Then to like if you check now, right now it's 1.135 million polygons. So these are curves. Increase the curve strength slightly. Adaptive size you can make it 0. Adapt, switch it off, and target your poly count. This is like 20 means 20,000 polygons. So just to trace it, because there are lots of unwanted polygons here, I don't want that much. So for head, like 20,000 is like more than enough. Then I can see curve, because I'm using curves, and I want to create those loops based on these curves. So I'm just increasing the strength of the poly count, this curve strength also, or maybe 100%. Then if we check Shift F, you have this polygroup. Suppose sometime you want to select only the eye or only the lips or all those areas. So what I want to keep those groups, right? I'll just click on keep groups. So it will keep all those groups in my polygons and create loops according to them and make everything very clean. then Shift F, Z remesh. It will take some time to calculate everything. It basically retopoing your entire model. Because for facial features, for to sculpt everything, yeah, if you have correct topology, it becomes very, very, very easy to sculpt on it. You can see Shift F, I have all the polygons, all the loops, and there's some issue with this. And almost you can see I got almost this lower jaw thing separate, this nose to this thing, and this the round lips, round thing, eye, all these things I got properly. And this is also, you can see, quite decent. I can sculpt on this thing. So but still there is some issue I can see, right? I can see there's some issue. So what I'll do, I'll just go and click on Z remission once again. Oh, one mistake. Control Z. Once again. Before doing Z remeasure, you have to duplicate this model with all this detail. Duplicate. Then go back to your old model with this Z remeasure guide. Then go to geometry. So make sure before Z remeasure, you have to duplicate your old model so that you can project back those detail on your low poly. Shift F, Z remeasure. Because when you remeasure, it will lose a lot of detail. So those detail you want back, so you have to reproject it. So I can see this time there is no error. My mesh is kind of clean, almost clean, not perfect. I don't want a perfect mesh, but I just needed a proper topology, proper loop, so that follows my nose, my lips, my eyes, and my horn. It follows in that direction. So now I found, like, I got this like decent topology to work on. So what I'll do now, I'll go Shift F, switch it off, come back from this option, Shift, click on this eye. It will hide all the subtools. Then click on those face subtools only. Then this you can see have selected the low poly. So for low poly, to project the detail, you have to sub, because it's really low poly as compared to this high poly. Control D, subdivide. Then you can see there's an option project under subtool. Project. Don't change all this thing unless you need some specific change you want to do, and you really know what you are doing, then only modify it. Otherwise don't need to modify anything. Just simply click project all. Then one more time, control D, project all. One more time, control. You can see still it was 1 point something million, now it's 500 something. Control, oh sorry, control D. One more time, it's become 2 million, project all. 2 million is more than enough. With 2 million, I can sculpt all the skin detail, pores, all wrinkles, everything. So that is not required. It will project on that. So what will happen, you have a low poly with multiple subdivision, you will end up with a low poly. Now it's kind of snapped everything. Hide your this high poly, this thing, this base 2, shift F. You can see this is the dynamic version, this is which is not required, delete it now. Go to your this new model. You can see correct topology, you have nice topology with all details. Shift F and go to geometry. You can see you have 4 subdivision. This is your lower division, this is your second division. So in second division you can sculpt the entire volume, and in 3 and 4th you can start adding details. So now you have a decent mode like low poly, on which you can add your surface details, start sculpting properly. So it's become really, you can see it suggests around 1 lakh polygons. Your entire model become quite low poly. And then if you want, if you just press D, move up in per subdivision, shift D, move down. So D, and with D, now if you want to add something or like create something, BCB, clay buildup, you can very easily clean things now and add all those details very easily. Like suppose BDS dam standard. Let's define those, crease out those depth. Smooth out slightly from the inside. Then BCB clay buildup, and I'll add this bulge here. So I'll show you what I'm doing basically. I'm just creating this triangular shape, and forget about those details. Right now I'm not sculpting any detail. I'm just like perfecting my shape. First, perfect this shape. All this detail you can draw it top of, or draw on top of those layers. Smooth it out. Then this inner bulge. So like define those shapes. Now Ram started adding all this muscle and muscle details and small deformations. And muscle in over lips, it's like straight lines like this, follows the structure of lip. Smooth it out. You can see I'm just tapping on that. Give me a second. This under this lip area, this like muscle is little bit protruding outside. PDS damn standard. I'll, in minus, like in plus, I'm adding now. I'm just creasing out this lip shape. Now minus. I'm creasing out the outer shape of the lip base. This shape is a little bit more rounded. There is a connecting muscle. Save it. Then I this bulge. It's quite bulgy and quite prominent. Add all those details nicely. small volumes, because organic nothing is flat. So make sure they're like nicely creased, nicely rounded, that volumes are like properly like there, the shape and all. Add damps with damps and crease out those shapes, make them prominent. I can clean out those things later with like upper subdivisions very easily. And nose, I can see these two muscles are quite prominent. Connects here. Then under this you have two more muscles. Then for this nose cavity bone, you have slight bulge here. It's like, okay. Like for a small cavity, BDS dam standard, what I'll do is I'll add slight depth here. This line is there, and then smooth it out. Like this, like slowly and steadily you have to add details and make everything clean. It should look nice and proper, and all those details should go together, and anything should not look like it's not part of that section, or it's separate from that area. Like it's organic, so it should look like it's organically organically together. So just move to subdivision level 4. So you can see when I move it, everything becomes automatically smooth and soft. So I can just go back and add more details like skin surface detail, those small veins, wrinkles, everything I can add. Like suppose this chin area, I can see there are like lots of folds. DS. Then with soft hand, so like you can see You just need that impression. You no need to create everything the rock solid very strong. You just need those slight impression to create those surface. Like for this surface also, you see this chin fold is also not perfect. You have multiple lines going. Just smooth it. Now start adding details. So try block out this section, but because in our character, if I see the reference, alright, in our character, you can see half of the legs are not visible. The leg will do later. So just start like adding detail to the face so that you can see something is happening. So then, because that it works as psychology as well. If you see like you are like something is like finishing something, something is happening and it started looking good, so you get that drive to finish it and work more hard on that. So try to do those things, like add some details on the face, some wrinkles, some folds, some other stuff, then slowly, and make sure first fix the basic structure, then add all those things slowly. And spend your time wisely. Practice every day. If you mess up something, start again and do it. Otherwise it will be very difficult to do anything. See, overwrite the file. That character, just save the character as well. Yeah. Yes, Darshan both are present. So we're adding all the big details now, all the big volumes, like main crease lines, and fine details or small details are still like the final stage. We'll do it later. Akshay is present. Anirudh not present. Just give me a second. Just open my log. Okay, Anshuman is here. Ashwin is not here. Then Chiramkurti Nitin, not here. Dilip, yes here. Gruhit, yes here. Radhaji Rakesh, yes present. Nitin Kishore present. Shiva, mm, not present. Puneet not present. Rajveer
Yes,
present.
sir.
Then we have Rulmansam not present. Sonam not present. Srihari Srijendra not present. Tushar present. Okay. Then practice this and that's the only thing. Like I'll ask you like every day, please practice And if you need anything, you can send me a file. We can discuss that. We can do that because you have to practice. Otherwise, we cannot do anything. So practice it. Then I'll see you on Monday.